What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Subnautica. In the last episode, we began work on our prawn suit and our cyclops, getting them ready for the journey down to the depths of the active lava zone. And in this episode, you can see I have my prawn suit docked, as well as my cyclops. I'm going to change the colors on those, just so I have them more readily available, and I know exactly where I'm going. I actually think I'm going to turn off a couple of these that I don't necessarily need. I'm going to turn off sea moth, just so they're not cluttering everything up. Well, I'm going to turn off the blood kelp one as well. Or actually, no, the bulb one I'm going to turn off. I'm going to keep on the blood kelp one, as well as that signal there, and so we know where we're going. We're going to be heading towards the blood kelp zone with our cyclops in tow this time. I've got a bunch of food and water docked on the cyclops. I made a couple of other additions, and I'll show you those once we get inside. I wanted the place to feel more like home, okay? So here's the deal. I put my little aquarium in here, gave us a couple of fish. We got ourselves all sorts of cuties in here. I mean, we got hoverfish, oculuses, peepers, spadefish, and I left room for 2 more for fish that I would like to get as we go deeper into the Lost River and the active lava zone. Put a fabricator on here in case we need to make more food and water and things like that, as well as other stuff. Got a radio, although that might not even be needed because I think we actually got the last radio broadcast in the game. And we still have space for 2 more ion power cells, but I don't have enough ion cubes to make that happen, at least not yet. But we are going to start this episode by getting ourselves more gold and copper and silver to fill up all of these storage containers here. This one is full of water and food. And actually, before I go, I did almost forget one thing, so we're going to grab that really quickly. But we are going to bring the alien tablets with us. If we need to fabricate anything along the way, I'm just going to do that in the actual fabricator itself. So let's grab everything out of the alien compartment here, all of our tablets and ion cubes, and we should be good to go. I am not super worried about losing our cyclops along the way, but at the same time, there is always that danger, so we do need to be very careful. Now, as long as we forge ahead with the cyclops, we should be fine, but I'm going to be a little bit careful in where I choose to park everything as we go. So here's how this is going to work. Let's close the bulkhead here. Close that one as well. Let's head on up. Now, we got our floodlights active, don't we? I think. Oh, where did my thing go? There they are. Floodlights. Let's turn those on. Okay, so now we can actually see where we're going. Okay, so we're going to be heading towards the blood kelp zone right there, and we're going to be parking this thing above it. Let's turn this thing on, and we're going to make our way on over that way with the cyclops and just kind of hang out in the area above without going too far below. So the thing about the cyclops, despite, you know, how unwieldy this thing is to drive, is that it's not really affected by anything but the biggest of creatures. So leviathans absolutely give it trouble, don't get me wrong. But anything else, like bone sharks and warpers and crab squids and things like that, they're not something you really need to worry about. Now, I don't have any creature decoys, do I? I almost forgot about that. I don't know if I actually need any. It is just, I don't have any silver to do that, so I guess we'll have to worry about that once we get down there. I'll have to, because I'm gonna do a lot of mining with the prawn suit and just kind of dropping down, coming back up, dropping down, coming back up, etc., with the prawn suit. So I guess that'll be a good time to make those. So not really a big deal that I forgot that in the first place. But let's start diving down just a little bit. And we're just gonna kind of make a beeline for the blood kelp zone. It is going to be a bit of an interesting trip. Ampules shouldn't mess with this thing too much either, although should you ever need it, you have your sonar that you can activate right here, although that thing is a significant power drain, so make sure that you don't leave that on by accident. Only use it when absolutely necessary. You've also got your shield generator for whenever anything big is about to attack, so be aware of that. It usually gives you a pretty big alert noise whenever something big is incoming, so you don't have to worry too much then. We're going to try to park right over top of this thing, and let's go underneath the reef backs. Oh, I hate driving this thing. I don't even know what I hit there, but I made a lot of noise. Okay. So we're going to, let's keep going until we actually see that we are properly perched over this area. Doing pretty good so far. Let's just keep at it. We're going to go down a little bit more. I do see stuff spawning off in the distance. Let's check our cameras really quickly just to make sure I'm in the right area. I think I'm still in the grassy plateaus, so we should be all right. Yeah, those are just floaters there. So keep going. And yes, you can absolutely sound a horn, which is hilarious. I love that. Just a giant foghorn. Okay, we're not super deep, so we are going to start to descend here a little bit. But I'm going to check my cameras again. Okay, we're still have a ways to go. What is that? That looks like a big wreckage of some sort. Yes, it is. All right, let's keep moving. We're making some headway. And I'm going to park basically right over the floating islands that sit above the zone. Okay, where... So that's we're now over the mushroom forest. You can go down a little. Just a tad. You actually descend and ascend in this thing pretty quickly. Okay, we're over the blood kelp zone now. As you can see, all of that. Not too worried about anything except the Leviathan. But I don't think that's in this area. So here we go. Okay, let's turn on our... Hold on. I'm going to turn off my floodlights here really quickly. And we're going to switch to sonar for the remainder of this, so we can actually see how deep this goes. Okay. This is going to get tricky. But here we go. All right, let's just descend. And the deeper we get, the more... I think we'll be okay. As we go down, we just got to make sure we go directly into the Lost River and not encounter anything big and bad along the way. Okay. Oh, is that an ant eel? I think that was an ant eel. It's hard to tell sometimes. You know, I'm not so sure anymore. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, we're fine. Everything is A-okay. Let's turn this sucker around. As we descend further in, we're almost at the entrance. There it is. Okay, that's the entrance to the Lost River right there. Not too worried about anything attacking our submarine here. But I'm going to keep using the sonar as we get deeper and deeper. Everything on radar now isn't really something I'm super concerned with. But because now that we're in the cave, we should be mostly safe. It's mostly alerting us to things like crab squids and warpers, which they are a thing, and you do need to kind of worry about them, but not particularly. Now, we're not going to go in because I don't want to attract the Ghost Leviathan with this thing just yet. So let's deactivate that sonar now. And I am going to park you right here. Okay. Let's turn everything off. Make sure that this thing isn't attracting too much attention. And let's take our prawn suit for a spin, which I actually changed to the color red, by the way. So that'll be nice and interesting. And we're going to do some drilling. So we're mostly in the market for gold and silver, which I believe there is some gold right here. So let's start getting to work on that. I'm going to try to go through at least 2 deposits of this stuff. Lots of gold and silver, and lots of... What is that? Oh, okay. Get out of my way. Can I actually drill through this, please? Gold, silver, and a little bit of titanium. Come on. There we go. And we can always add... The cool thing is once we dock the prawn suit, there's actually some modules on the console that allow us to access the storage directly. So it's all really, really cool, actually. Let's see. And our cyclops is just parked right there, not too far away. It's not in any danger here, so I don't need to worry about too much. And if need be, I can always create another new ion power cell with all of this stuff that I'm drilling for. The only tricky part is going to be getting past the Ghost Leviathan as we go into here, but that As long as I'm careful and I have creature decoy upgrades, I should be fine. Okay, let's continue looking. Now we're going after silver. So no uranite. I don't need any of that. That's not necessary. What do we got here? A little bit of titanium. I think I'm going to make a little bit of that just because... Do I hear you? Oh, it's just you. Get away from me. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. You all going to frickin' attack me? Yeah, you are. Take a chomp out of my prawn suit, you piece of crap. Get away from me. I'm trying to drill titanium right now. Might need to honestly punch some of these things to death. They do have a lot of health to them, though. The river prowlers, they're a lot stronger than things like the bone sharks and the sand sharks. So do keep that in mind. But I'm only getting this titanium for the sake of the creature decoys. Oh, is he see me? He might. Nope, he is just going after the river prowler. Okay, well, that's all right. So I think as long as I mostly stick to the left side of this cavern as I go through it, I should be fine. More than anything, I'm just kind of worried about bumping... Get away from me. More than anything, I'm just kind of worried about bumping the top of the cavern as I go through it with my cyclops due to how big it is. Because like I said, it's really unwieldy. But once we get down to the tree, we should mostly be fine. The river prowlers are not what bothers me around here. It's just the leviathans. You just have to go in with a plan. And it's really not so bad. But again, like I said, it is ideal to just go down here with your prawn suit because it can survive everything down here so much more easily. And also is just way easier to control. Okay. Just watching out of the top right corner because I can see the Leviathan popping in and out of frame every once in a while as I drill for all this silver. I need a little bit of copper too if I can find it. Mostly silver though. Try to get a lot of this stuff. Come on. Okay, is that it? All right, and our storage is full. Perfect. Okay, let's head back, and we're going to dump all this stuff off, and then we'll dive back in again. Slowly but surely. And the Leviathan is just chilling over there. And I haven't actually shown you guys how you dock this thing. It's actually a little bit tricky to do so, just because you have to line it up right. But all you got to do is go right where the gray is on the underside of the Cyclops. Ah! It can be difficult to do. There you go. All right. Let's access our storage here, and we'll pull all of this stuff out. And I think I'm going to make a couple of creature decoys right now. So, I know, was it wiring kits? Yes, wiring kits. Let's do that. I don't honestly need all 5 of them, but I'll make as many as I can just in case. Okay. And we'll stow those away in the little container. And I'm not going to even like... Well, actually, I'm making 3 of them, aren't I? Per... Yeah, that's 3 at a time. Okay, we're good. So yeah, let's just stuff all of these in here. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, and I'll take the last one, and we'll store that in a locker downstairs. So let's fill everything up. Not too worried about space, but I do need more silver ore, that's for dang sure. Silver and gold. Okay. And I love this music, just trying to add to the tension. Oh, this game is so freaking cool. I love it. I love how it really is nerve-wracking, but it's in all the best ways. This is the kind of stuff that I love. I am a way bigger fan of suspense and tension in my horror and terror than I am of any sort of jump scares and the like. Don't get me wrong, this game has those, but it does them in a clever way. It's not like anything cheap. It's all natural and exactly the way, like, it's like encountering actual terrifying creatures in real life. you'd be like, if you had a bear, like you were in the woods and a bear decided to charge you all of a sudden, you would freak the crap out. Same exact situation here where you're just walking around and a leviathan starts to bear down on you. You would absolutely be freaking the heck out. I like that. I appreciate that the game works in that way. Okay, we got 2 more silver deposits here, right? Not nickel. Those are kind of hard to tell at times. The silver is a little bit more shiny than the nickel ore. But let's get all of this drilled out. And then I think if I can get myself, I probably am going to get myself a little bit more gold if possible. But finding gold in here is a little more tricky. Gold ore deposits are honestly some of the most common deposits in the game, except in the likes of somewhere like the Lost River, which is kind of ironic. Find a lot more silver, nickel, kyanite, stuff like that down in these lower areas of the game. And even titanium. I feel like the game is specifically designed to make you mostly focus on farming titanium through metal salvage in the early stages of the game as opposed to these deposits, but... Alright, and another one. I think I'll leave... Well, yeah, no, I think I'll leave that titanium deposit because I was only using the titanium to make creature decoys. I don't need it anymore, like, at my base or anything, so... Let's just get a bunch of this and fill up on it. I should have more than enough water and food and stuff like that, too, for this descent, so I'm not super worried. Of course, even worse than going down all this way with the cyclops is also bringing the cyclops back out. If you so choose to. You don't necessarily have to, but I definitely would like to. Almost got it. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So let's leave that. See if I can find any sort of gold or copper. I think that's nickel right there. Yep, I don't need that. I got plenty of that. This appears to be more silver, which maybe I should grab. Get more advanced wiring kits and regular wiring kits for later while these guys continue to mess with me. There we go. We'll just drill through this last deposit. And that might be enough. I love how they want to get at me so bad. But you can't, guys. You can't. I do also want to leave space for one other thing, though, as we get into the deepest areas. Okay, so now that we have all the silver we need... Yes, you're coming with me! No, we're going to make our way back. I guess I'll just have to forego the extra copper. I mean, if I need to, I can also use titanium to just craft more storage lockers in the Cyclops, so there's always that too. And the ones you make hold even more space than the ones that are built into the Cyclops. So, I could. Is that copper right there? That is copper right there. Okay, you know what? I think I am going to drill through that here in a second. So let's head up. And we're going to try to at least get to the inactive lava zone by the end of this video with our Cyclops in tow. So let me head back in. Oh, come on. Fit. There you go. Ah, that's such a tricky thing to do. All right. Let's pull all of this silver out. As much as we can. Head back down. All right. So let's see. What's our situation here? Yeah, we got plenty of space, I think. And we'll fill up the rest with copper. Let me actually grab a little bit of that titanium. And I think I will craft myself a locker over here for the copper for when we get back. Okay. Let's go grab the rest of that silver out of the back of my prawn suit. And then we will continue. Whew. I love the music in here too. Oh, it's so awesome. All right. Now, once more into the breach. Here we go. Let's go get that copper ore. I'm not even a fan of dubstep, and I love this game's soundtrack. It's just, it adds to the atmosphere so effectively. It's really amazing. We got 2 copper ore deposits here, because I didn't actually see this one on the way out, so this is another one. Hello there, other biter. Oh, yeah, let me do that. There we go. And then I'll just kind of hold off until I get back down to 50 to drink the next one. There we go. I also do have some disinfected water in my locker. I might just drink some of that too. Save these large H2O bottles for later. There we go. Almost got it. Copper is so essential even this late in the game, because you need it for advanced wiring kits and computer chips and things like that. So, okay, the other one was right here. Anything here? Nope. Okay. Let me drill this in peace, please. These little guys will not get off of me. Like, go away. You are so clingy. My goodness. And yeah, they are annoying if you're outside of your prawn suit, and they can take some good hits on you, but they are a little bit more deadly than the cave crawlers that we've seen before. So, like the ones that are running around the islands and whatnot. But they're still not that bad. Or you could just get in my way, and then eventually my drill will just outright kill you. Thanks. And thanks for getting stuck on the deposit. I appreciate that. Makes it a lot harder to mine the thing. Almost got it. You see me? You're certainly making a lot of noises. Well, okay. It's going to go this way. And let's head back and drop all this copper off. And then we should be good to go. Oh, this is going to be spooky. All right, let me just... I'm just going to kind of land directly underneath it and then just make my way in like this. Oh, what the heck? Get me in there. Thank you. Whew. All right. Now then. Go grab some of that water, too, while we're at it. That is not in this locker, but it's in this locker. Here we go. We also got some nutrient blocks in there as well. We just can't lose our cyclops, or that's going to cause us a lot of problems. Because there's a lot of things on board here that I would really like not to lose. Not too much, but there's a reason they give you blueprints to remake things like the blue and orange tablets and whatnot, just in case the worst happens and you lose all that stuff. It is a good punishment for death. Okay, we have enough space in this locker for all that? Yes, we do! Alrighty, now, let us begin. So we're going to rig this thing up for silent running. Let's do that.
Silent running.
And now, I don't know if we can do that and the sonar at the same time. Yes, we can. Okay, let's begin. So, I'm going to try to weasel my way between this stalk, the tree, and the cave here. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Okay. Let's go over this, if possible. And Yep, I know I'm a little close. Okay, I am going to fire...
Deploying decoy.
One decoy torpedo. While we move past... you. Don't turn around, please. Don't turn around. Stay on this side and keep moving. We're doing fine so far. Oh, am I hitting the tree? I think I'm hitting the tree. That's all right. Okay. Oh gosh. Let's not hit too much stuff. Oh, this is a little tight. A little tight. Whew. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're doing fine. Right? Or am I stuck? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Now we need to go this way, right? Oh, crap. Did I get turned around? I might have gotten a little disoriented. Hold on. Nope, that's the drop-off right there. Okay, we're fine. Whew. Now then. Let's not hit the wall. I don't think that Mr. Ghost Leviathan is after us. So let's turn all of that off. And we can now set our external floodlights on and begin to descend further. While hopefully just eyeballing it so I don't kill all my power here. It's not a huge deal though. Like I can... Oh, maybe I should run my sonar here just because I have a lot of power, so. Here we go. And not to mention, not only do I have a lot of power, but I also have the thermal power module. Okay. Here we go. So now let's turn into here where the tree is and head that way. Probably hit my back end there. That's okay. Just keep the floodlights on. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing this. Perfect. Not the most graceful entrance, but we made it work. And no, I am not going to set that to full speed because that just overheats the entire system really quickly. It's inadvisable at best. I only ever use it when I'm about to get hit by a Leviathan or something, and I need to get out of the way. Oh, I don't like all of the Carabacterium on the ghost rays. These aren't jelly rays, these are ghost rays. Makes me sad. Okay. We have our extra creature decoy should we need to use it. Let's keep moving around the tree here. So we're 880 meters deep at this point, with more to go. Okay, I think once we get to about here, once we get to the next descent part, I'm going to switch back to sonar. Because it gets really dark as you enter the inactive lava zone. So let me do that really fast. External floodlights off. Back to that. And activate sonar. Okay. As we get into the hotter areas, though, it's not going to matter much what our power is, because it's just going to come right back up. There we go. This is so cool, though. It really is. I absolutely love making this trip. Despite, you know, like I said, it's cumbersome, but gosh, there's a level of tension to it. That's just something else. And that's what people mean by, I think, the experience of piloting the Cyclops all the way down here. There is definitely something about it. Especially once we get to the active lava zone. That's an entirely different beast. Last time I got the Cyclops all the way down there in the active lava zone, it was... Well, I'll just say it was a bit of a fight. Not much more than that. Don't want to really spoil anything, because we might run into the same issue once we get there. Alright. Was that... Really? All that noise just from hitting a frickin' fish? Oh, am I hitting a fish? What are all these things? Are these Aya? I think I went through a swarm and now they're all getting stuck. That's really funny. Okay, so these little purple guys will latch onto our Cyclops, which is incredibly annoying, and they will drain it of its power. Every once in a while, you're going to need to kind of go out and just slice them all off with your thermoblade. So do be aware of that. But as we're going deeper and deeper in here, our power is going to be more efficient. We just need to be really careful squeezing through these spots. Our health on our Cyclops is totally fine at the moment. Not too worried. Just keep watching whenever you get really close to something. It'll give you the warning sign. Like so. I almost hit my back end again. Oh, boy. Almost there. And then we just need to avoid Mr. Sea Dragon. But gosh, we're close. Excuse me? Honestly, it's what those things deserve. They are very annoying. They're kind of adorable, but they're also really annoying. I think it's the little squeaky noises they make that I find cute. I don't want to hit the fire boomerangs, but I don't know if I'm having much of a choice. Okay, we missed it. Alright. As soon as we get in here... Ah! As soon as we get in here, we should be good to turn off our sonar. Okay. Right? No, maybe not. We might still need our sonar as we go a little deeper, but I'm going to just need to keep an eye out for Mr. Big Guy. All right, hold on a minute. Let's descend a little bit, because actually the closer we get to the ground, the warmer things get, and the more that is going to power up our cyclops. So that should all be going. Let's take a look at our power and health situation. I think we're good. Actually, we didn't take any damage whatsoever. One of our power cells is dead, though. So there is that. Oh, well, I guess they are charging. Wait. Are you charging? What do I have running? Oh, it's the silent running. I need to turn that off. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, so now it should allow things to start to charge back up. Slowly but surely. Yes. Okay. It's going to take a while, and I'm not going to rely on it going all the way, but don't worry, it's going to charge back up more as we get into the active lava zone. But let's, we're going to do a little bit of scouting with our prawn suit really quickly here. Just to make sure I'm going the right way. So the Cyclops can stay right there for a moment. And I just need to be aware of where I'm going. I don't have a beacon on me. That's okay. I guess I have titanium and copper should I need it. But I do believe the entrance to the active lava zone is just right over here. I do hear Mr. Sea Dragon. Yes, this is the entrance right here, down this way. So you see all that lava down there? That is where you're supposed to go. And there is an opening in the wall right there. I'm focused right on it. That is the way down. But we have to be extremely careful going in there, because we are going to be probably surprised by a friend the second we get in there. Because this is not the most ideal angle, but it's the angle that I know best. There is technically another way into the active lava zone, but that one can also be just as treacherous. For different reasons, though. This one is only mostly treacherous because it's very claustrophobic. Otherwise, it's honestly the more subtle way of getting in. But we will have to rig it for silent running. Okay, actually, before I hop this thing back in there, I'm going to actually do a little maintenance work on it really quickly, and I think we're going to call this an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Subnautica. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. Next episode, we are going to make it to the active lava zone, the deepest reaches of planet 4546b with our Cyclops. If I could ever freaking dock this prawn suit. Oh my gosh, doing that is such a pain. And we will see what awaits us down there. We have been told that there is some sort of facility in that area, and, well, I guess it remains to be seen exactly what they're talking about. See you all then.